Hello everyone. It's been a little while, but I'm happy to continue practicing my speech today. First, I want to say that this is my English speech practice channel, and everything I share here comes from what I've seen, heard, and felt. It's just my own opinion. Right now, there is a lot of discussion in Japan about immigration policies. There are so many things I want to talk about that I wasn't sure where to start. Immigration is a challenge in many countries around the world, and Japan is no exception. There are people who think that if things keep going this way, in 30 years, Japanese people and the Japanese culture could disappear. One of the biggest topics in Japan right now is acceptance of Muslim immigrants. Even though full-scale acceptance hasn't really started yet, we are already hearing about friction in many places in Japan, caused by differences in lifestyle and culture. Before I go on, I want to make something very clear. To Japanese people, anyone who breaks law or behaves badly may look like an extremist even if they aren't. In this speech, when I say extremist Muslims, I mean those who commit harmful or illegal acts. This doesn't include peaceful Muslims, like my friends, who live honest, respectful, and calm lives. I want everyone to understand this distinction. I have Muslim friends, and I have learned so much from them about the wonderful parts of Islam, appreciation for nature, for life, and for being alive every day. Hearing about these things makes me feel calm and happy. I really wish Japanese people could understand Islam correctly, even just a little. But sadly, I feel that things in Japan may already be close too late. There have been many incidents caused by extremist Muslims, and I can feel fear and dislike toward Islam spreading in Japan. For example, praying in groups in public places, accidents caused by unlicensed driving, concerned about land and water pollution from requests for burials in the ground, illegal land occupation and unauthorized businesses, requests for special treatment in medical and educational settings, vandalism of Shinto shrines and Buddhist temples. We hear more about these issues every day. Japan is a country ruled by law and it valued culture over religion. People who break the law should be punished strictly. Recently, I learned something that made me feel that it might be almost impossible for Japanese people to accept Islam. Even when residents opposed the construction of mosques, they said they were afraid to speak up. This was because there were threats of violence from extremist Muslims and intimidation from politicians promoting the mosque.
反対運動みたいなのは結構盛んに起こってるからなんですね。
反対運動すごい実は起こってたんですよ。そのだけれど私みたいに表立って吠えるのは怖くてできないんですね、この地元の方は。なぜかというと特定されるとイスラム移民に攻撃されるかもしれないし、あとは政治家に脅迫されるかもしれないって言って、実際にその宮原モスクについて反対したいから相談に乗ってくれって言って相談に行った相談者がいるんですよ。したらすごいそっけない態度取られたし、逆になんか脅迫されたっていう相談者さんもいるんですよ。
そうなんですか。
その電話でなんですけれど、電話の内容を無断録音されてて、今のこの電話の内容を録音してますから、この録音を YouTube に上げてもいいですかって言って、そういう脅迫の仕方してきたんですね。
それは藤沢市議会議員ですか。
あ、そうです。藤沢市議会議員ですね。
なんていう議員さんですか。
言っていいんですか。
いいですもちろん。
いいですか。藤沢市議会議員の町田照義さんです。そうやって脅してきたんです。
I think mosques have already become symbols of fear in Japan. At the same time, Islam has become a religion that many Japanese people fear. Buildings like this shouldn't be built under these conditions. When I saw this news, I felt really sad. I have a few Muslim friends and they live honest, peaceful lives. All I wanted was to discover new things together with them, to laugh together, and just enjoy our time. Even without anyone converting, we should have been able to respect each other and live peacefully side by side. Can you understand how I feel? This incident has quickly reduced trust in Islam among many Japanese people. To the good Muslims, I'm sorry. I think it will be very difficult for most Japanese people to try to understand Islam now. If you are angry, please don't blame Japanese people. Blame the extreme Muslims who commit harmful acts and the bad politicians who fail to act properly. Japanese people have always lived in a culture that values harmony so naturally. We want to understand others. I think you can see this if you watch some of the short videos I recently uploaded about gods who worship here in Japan. Our hope is that as many people as possible can live happy lives. I worry that living peacefully as a proper Muslim in Japan may become like the life of hidden Christian when Christianity was banned in Japan. Fortunately, today we live in an international society. If someone wants to continue living peacefully with Islam, I would suggest moving to Singapore or another country where Muslims can live safely and calmly. I'm not saying they shouldn't live in Japan. I believe everyone deserves to live openly, calmly, and freely. And living this way would also bring happiness to Japanese people in Japan. This is just my personal opinion. In the past, Christianity was banned in Japan for 260 years. Perhaps after a similar period with stronger laws and calmer society, Allah could also be respected and thanked alongside other Japanese gods. I want to make it clear that everyone is free to follow any religion they choose, but please don't try to force your number one belief on someone else. I am me, you are you. Everyone is different, and that's a good thing. I hope for peace for people all around the world. That's it for today's video. Next time, I want to talk about some issues that are currently happening in Japan and share how real Muslims think about them, as well as how Japanese laws and culture views these issues. I'll be presenting what I have researched myself. Finally, I'd like to share one of my favorite poems in Japanese. 私と小鳥と鈴と金子みすず。私が両手を広げても、お空はちっとも飛べないが、飛べる小鳥は私のように、地面を速くは走れない。私が体をゆすっても、きれいな音は出ないけど、あの鳴る鈴は私のように、たくさんの歌は知らないよ。鈴と小鳥と、それから私、みんな違ってみんないい。